Okay, we're rolling, I think. Yes, we are. Hello! This is part 2 of using old school communication with spirit methods, I guess. The last video was about pendulums. This one is about dowsing rods. These are my rods. I bought them from a lovely lady in Milton, in Victoria, Australia, who makes them. You can make them out of coat hanger wire. You can buy them online. They come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Mine are a bit fancy. Mine have, and I don't know whether you can see that, mine have runes, Viking runes on the handles, just because I have a Viking guide and I've got that kind of connection and they feel good. We did a video a little while ago in a cemetery where I wasn't using my rods and I was having a bit of an issue with it because you kind of get used to your own sort of equipment, and I'd left mine at home that day, so my own stupid fault. So this is about dowsing rods. Dowsing rods is a form of spirit channeling. You don't move the rods, the spirit moves the rods. A lot of people, when I do dowsing in public for for tours and stuff, they say, oh, but you're moving the rods, and then I hand the rods over and they realise I wasn't, because it's very hard to make them do what they do. Dowsing rods is about, you have to relax. You can't douse if you're tense, you can't douse if you've got expectation, you can't douse if you believe too much or don't believe at all. It's all about clearing your mind and just accepting what it is and having a conversation. I tell people it's like having a conversation. When you're having a conversation, you don't focus on the end of the person's nose, you focus on the person's face. Well, dowsing rods, a lot of people, when they start out, they focus on the end of the rod, and their whole focus is on the end of the rod. And then because their whole focus is on the end of the rod, all their energy is in the end of the rod and it doesn't move. So that growling you can hear is once again my assistant's dog Cruiser. So you usually have one hand, for me, I usually have one hand that scans. So you have like a scanning side. It's usually your strongest, spiritually strongest side. So with me today, it depends with me, depending on how my health is, because I have a few health issues. But with me, it's usually this hand that scans. So you tend to ask the spirit for a baseline first. So you ask them for a yes, and they're obliging because our house is very active and they know how this works. So I'll say, house spirit, can you give me a yes? Okay. House spirit, can you show a no? Excellent. Now, a no is usually straight out like that. Sometimes for me, if the spirit's only learning how to use the rods, a no just is that the rods don't move. So it all depends on how familiar the spirit is and how much energy they have. So we have a very active house. We have quite a few spirit that are here on a regular basis. And we have the spirit that are attached to the dolls in the dolly corner. So next to me here, and I'll just turn this around so you can see her, we have the lovely Evie, which you have all met before. And then over this side we have our new friend Eric, and we have another lady here who is, I know as Lady Rose. She was a Facebook rescue. She has a story in herself. So she's decided that she'd like to talk today. She usually sits in the cabinet. So we also have a cat ball. This is also, I also use these with the dolls. So we have the cat ball, you turn it on, and with movement they flash. And then when the movement stops, it stops flashing. So, and here comes my cat Griffin. Yes, we are a very pet orientated household. So I'm going to try, I've never done this before. Usually when I talk to the spirit, it's all done through my third eye and I don't use the rods unless it's necessary. So we're going to try and talk to the dolls. And Griffin's going to photobomb. He's going to gate crash. He's there. So we'll see how we go. So we'll flip this around a little bit so you can see Evie a little bit. There we go. And we'll go, Griffin, don't eat the end of my rods. Come on, move along, mate. So we'll go, Evie, do you want to talk to me today? So we get a yes. Are you happy today? Yes. Were you sad yesterday? Yes. Back to the middle. It's a good idea to have them center after every response. Mine do it automatically because I'm used to doing this, but when you start off, it helps to get them to center. You tend to hold them with your thumbs tucked down like this, so you're not restricting them at all. Evie, can you see Griffin? Yes. Do you like Griffin? Yes. Do you like the cats? Yes. Here comes Griffin. Evie, can you tell us what happened to you? No, she doesn't want to. And that's a good point to make. If a spirit doesn't want to tell you something, don't push it. Because they'll either shut down the communication or they'll get aggressive. So, Evie, you don't want to tell everybody what happened to you? No. Back to the middle. And spirit don't have to talk to you. Evie, do you like to sing? Yes. Do you like music? Yes. Do you like animals? Yes. Evie, can I describe what you look like? No. So, she's got a few mental health issues. Actually, she's got a lot of mental health issues. Just move her over here a bit so I can get both the rods in the frame. Evie, do you like your happy face? Yes. Do you like your sad face? No. Do you like your sleeping face? No. Evie's a three-faced doll. So the doll itself has three faces. So it has the happy face, the sad face, and a sleeping face. And Evie likes the happy face. She likes to be happy, but she's not always happy. Evie, you're not always happy, are you? You're not always happy? No, you're not. Let's move the camera back a little bit. There we go. That's better. Evie, have you been very sad? Were you very sad? Yes. You have lots of sad moments. Yes. Do you have lots of happy moments now that you're here? Yes. Do you like Rick? Yes. Do you like it when we have visitors? People who come and talk to you? Yes. Did you like it when we gave you the puppy dog? Yes. Now, Evie's got a little stuffed Scotty dog here that my daughter gave her. She was cleaning her room out one day, so that's her puppy dog. And there's a little fairy dolly that sits with her as well, that I painted up for her. Can I show? Hang on. Can I show everyone your baby? No. Okay. She's got a baby doll with her, which also has an attachment. And Evie loves her baby doll. Do you love your baby? Yes. You love your baby a lot, don't you? Yes. So I'll just, if you can, there's Evie and her baby. For me, it's really important not to push questions that Spirit don't want to answer. Evie's very much, there are things that she doesn't want to tell other people, and there are things that she's happy to tell other people. The Spirit isn't actually in Evie, it's connected to Evie, so it's kind of like when I do talk to Evie, the Spirit kind of pops up in the room. Come here, back this way. Evie, are you in the room with us? Yes. Can you point the rods to where you are? So she's actually pointing the rod behind me. Now sitting behind me is Griffin, my cat. She's actually sitting with the cat. She has a real fascination with animals. So we've got 2 cats, a budgie and a dog. So she's quite happy with it. Evie, do you like sitting with Griffin? Yes. Do you like patting Cruiser? Yes. Cruiser's my dog. Do you like the bird? Yes. Do you like the other cat, Miss Mao? Yes. Is there anything you want to tell everybody? No. Thank you for talking to us, Evie. Are you happy? Yes. Okay. So that was Evie. I'll just bring this around here. She sits over in the dolly corner behind the door, next to the sliding door there. Now, I've not communicated with these guys with rods before, so we will see how this pans out. Who wants to go first? Lady Rose. So, I'm just going to, where can I put her so you can see? I might just prop her up. Evie, can she sit there just for a sec? Prop her up on Evie's chair there. There we go. There we go. There's Lady Rose. She's sitting up on the arm of Evie's chair. Okay. There we are. Lady Rose, are you there? Yes. Are you happy to talk to us today? Yes. Now sometimes when I'm using rods I actually shut my eyes because I'm part channeling and it's just easier than having my eyes opened. I get tired. Lady Rose, how old are you? Can I ask your age? Yes. If I count, will you tell me how old you are? Yes. Okay. Are you 20 years old? 30? 40? 50? Oh, we're getting close. 60? 61? 62? Okay. Lady Rose, are you 62 years old? Did you have a long and full life? Did you have lots of kids? Did you have children? If I count, can you tell me how many kids you had? Did you have, back to the center, did you have 5 children? 10 children? Was it less than 10? No. More than 10. Did you have 12 children? 13 children? 14 children? Okay. Did you have 14 kids, Lady Rose? Were they all your children? No. But they felt like they were yours. Were some of them adopted? No. Were you a teacher? You a teacher? Yes. What year did you pass, Lady Rose? Is it 1960? 1970? Was it earlier than 1960? 1950? 1940? 1940? 1941? 1942, getting closer. 1943. So you were a teacher of 14 children overall, and you thought that they felt like they were yours. Yes. Okay, it's interesting because this doll is of the 1960s, 1970s. They were made. So it's interesting that there's a spirit of a lady who passed in the 1940s or lived in the 1940s, connected to a doll from the 1970s. So we'll give this a go. Lady Rose, what year did you die? What year did you pass? Can you tell us? Was it 1950? 1960? 1970? Well, there you go. So, were you teaching in 1943 and you passed in 1970? So that's why the doll is connected to it. The doll is a 1970s doll, and there's a lady who was teaching children in 1943 attached to it. Did the dolly belong to you? Was it a gift? Was it a gift from one of the children you taught? Well, there you go. That's probably the connection. She treasured it. Do you like a cup of tea, Lady Rose? Yes. Do you like tea and biscuits? Thank you for talking to us, Lady Rose. Did you like talking to us? Okay. Thank you. Okay. It's Lady Rose. Now, sit you there, Lady Rose. Here is our new young man. You guys probably met this one yesterday. I did a bit of a write-up yesterday. I did a video with him yesterday, actually. This is young Eric. Have him sit there. Can he sit down there, Evie? Is that all right? His foot down. Is that all right, Eve? Yes, she says. Okay. Just get him to stand up a bit. There he's going. Put the puppy behind. I just put the puppy behind him so he can stand up. There we go. This is young Eric. Now he arrived yesterday. He's very different. I don't know whether he'll use dowsing rods or not, but we'll see how we go. Eric, do you want to talk to us today? No. You don't want to talk at all. You don't want to talk? No. Did you see me talking to the other spirit? Yes. But you don't want to talk today? No? Did you like using the pendulum yesterday? Yes. Do you prefer the pendulum? Yes. Okay. I'll just reiterate, you don't want to talk today. No. Okay. Thank you, Eric. He's a bit of an interesting one, that one. Most of them do want to talk, but you do get the odd one that don't, and you don't push it. So that's dowsing rods. They're mine. They look very fancy. They've got the runes on them. Don't know whether you can see that or not. The lady who makes them lives in Milton. I can't remember her name. I'll see if I can find it. But you can ask all sorts of things. There's a video we did where one of the spirits showed me where gold was when we were at the old gold mining place. We have a lot of house spirits, so there's a lot of house spirit here. But you know, I tend not to use the rods a lot because I'm spiritually connected. I just kind of walk around and talk to people. So I hope that helps, and I hope you got something out of it. Evie, do you want to say goodbye? Want to say goodbye, Evie? Say bye-bye. See ya.